Got to turn my shit off. I'm not. Mm. What up? What up? What up? We here. We live with another video. Sue the ladies man, Pastor Lee. We live on 3 channels right now. Pastor Lee, Sue the ladies man, and Poking the People podcast. So we live on 3 channels right now. All right, so let's get to it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Cash App Soul Mirror 29. PayPal Suicide Age 29. All right. Boom. Before we get to it, let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Mm. Alright, man. What up? What up? What up? We are back with another video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff right there. Alright. So we got 3 topics we're gonna talk about today. Shanquella Robinson's father has spoken out to TMZ a couple days ago, I believe. Kyrie Irving has donated $65,000 to her Shanquella's GoFundMe to help reach the help reach the goal that they're trying to reach, and I think they exceeded the goal because I think after Kyrie donated the 65, there was somebody else of certain importance that donated like I think something like 25,000 or something like that. So yeah, they got the 100 and some thousand that they needed, I believe, to bury her and go to the investigation and stuff like that. And then we'll talk about young Pharaoh versus his kid's mother once again. A lot of problems with that. All right, so who that is in the comment section? Let's see who that is. So Felicia Angel, what's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? Felicia Angel in the building. What's good? What's good? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, bet. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna tell them when I go to the store because they playing games. All right, bet. Let's go. All right, so let's talk about it, man. So for those who don't know, who haven't heard, there's a young lady that has been taken away from her family and from this plane because she went on a trip with a couple friends. Okay, she went on a trip with a couple friends, and they end up doing something that they should not have done. So it seemed like some jealousy, seemed like it was a setup. People not coming out, keeping it 100 at this point. I heard that somebody that was there is on the run now, and they saying that person set them up. So it's a lot of finger blaming, finger pointing. Allegedly, one of the females that was there leaked the video because they believe somebody else is going to set them up and blame it on them. So it's a lot of finger pointing going on, a lot of this, a lot of that. Nobody's really keeping it 100. It doesn't make no sense, but hey, it is what it is. So let's get to the father speaking out. Let's get to the father speaking out. about the situation, and then we could talk about that and move right along. I ain't trying to keep y'all too long because I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's
They
get to the
attacked her,
pops. Let's
ma'am.
get
It
to the
wasn't
pops
no
real quick.
physical. They attacked her, ma'am. I mean, it seemed like from my daughter was asleep, ma'am. For all of them to be in that room, and then they come in there like I don't know, she woke up or whatever. The way it seemed like they attacked her, ma'am, and she naked, ma'am. For a father to see that video, ma'am, because my daughter's not a fighter, ma'am. She's not a fighter, not at all. For them to do what they did, ma'am, it just seemed like it was a plot because they couldn't have did that over here, ma'am. They couldn't have did over. They couldn't have did that over here. Where her friends, all her friends are. It wouldn't. It wouldn't have went down like that, ma'am. They don't realize, what they done done, ma'am. They took a hole. They took a. They just robbed. They just put a hole in my heart, man. That was my only child. I'm just heartbroken, man. I can't even be a granddaddy. Can't even walking down the aisle, man. Can't even hear a voice. Can't even hear say daddy. Mom, can't even hear say daddy. Can't even hear say grandma. Y'all, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know what this done to me. Just don't know, ma'am. You just don't know. Just don't know. Just don't know. I thought she'll be burying me, not me burying her.
What do you hope happens in this situation when it comes to getting justice for your girl?
They get charged for it, ma'am. And they go back over there and do the time, because that's what they did the crime at. And they left her there, ma'am. They left her in that house, ma'am. They left her there for the maids to find her. Don't you know how much of pain my daughter suffered for the injuries, that she took? She was smaller frame, man. For them to sit there and try to get her no help or nothing. I just want justice, man. I'm just angry, hurt, sad, all in one, man. All in one. And I've been dealing with this from day one when I got the phone call saying that she had passed, man.
When you
You,
say when you say you want them to, of course you want them to be arrested and to serve, but life sentence, is that what you think that they should face?
yes, they took a life, man. They took a life.
All right, there you go. So you hear my man speak about that's her father. Okay, that's her father right there. Her father is letting you know that he believes it's a setup the way everything played out. He know that I said this yesterday on my live stream that ain't no way they would have got away with it out there. I posed the question, why would they wait till they get out there but not do it at the crib? And her father said it. They would have never got away with it doing it at the crib. Never. They would have never even played with her at the crib like that. Not even playing. So they had to do it somewhere else where they can leave her and then come back home and make up a story. And I believe that too. I believe the father, you see, very sad, a very sad situation for the father. That's his only child, and they did that. So prayers to the father, man, because that's a sticky, crazy way to find out that your child has left and can't, and now you won't be able to talk to them. You won't be able to go to their graduation. You won't be able to see them get married, have children, and you got to bury your child before your child bury you. Now, some more stories has some more evidence or some more details of the story has surfaced, and they saying one of the individuals that they allegedly said it was a man. They allegedly called it a man, but people came out and said that was false. They say that person has fled the scene, is out of there. It's on the run, allegedly. So one of the people that was involved allegedly, since the heat start turning up, uh, a lot of people asking questions. Now that person has fled. Now, is that guilty? Is that a guilty conscience that now that the heat is on the internet and people are making all of these videos asking questions, now the FBI is ready to launch an investigation? Is that an indictment on that individual for running away? What up? What up? What up, Trish? What's going on, huh? Trish is in the house. Smash it. Is that an indictment for the person because it's getting too hot? Now, I'm with the dad that they had to take her away from the place, the home, because there's no way you would have got away with it like that if you did it there. Somebody would have already got to you already. The person who alleged fled definitely know what time it is, definitely know the setup, the plot, the scheme, and now they're on the run. Allegedly, that person is on a run now instead of turning themselves in. Now the FBI has poked their head in, and now they, after some days of the internet going crazy about it, uh, the family did interviews about it. Now the FBI want to launch an investigation. Now the funny part is this: they leave her there, and what the first girl saying she was alive when I was done fighting her. Now, how you know she didn't have those injuries when you was already done fighting her though? You can't prove that. The first girl want to clear her name, talking about I'm being set up. I want to clear my name. Allegedly, that's what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing, the first video, the girl who was fighting her trying to clear her name, talking about she was alive when she left her. But how you know the injuries wasn't there after you was done fighting? And why does multiple people need to fight one person? Allegedly, she had to fight multiple people. So why was more than one person fighting why was more people fighting one person? For what? Nah. You can't run from this. Ain't no way you gonna be able to run from this. Y'all out here setting people up because of what? Y'all setting people up because of what? And Felicia says they say all three girls touched her. That's probably what happened, man. That's probably what actually happened. Now, so they how did hold on. One of the things is they say they dropped her stuff off at the house. How y'all take her stuff and drop it off at her mama house? That I seen that or I heard that somewhere. That they dropped her stuff off at the house. You mean to tell me while she was laid out, you packed her clothes up and then you just went home? Nah, we ain't doing that. She said she even paid for the whole trip. I'm hearing too. She even paid for the whole trip. She paid for everybody and they did that? That's crazy. Hell no. Yeah, I didn't hear that part. I never heard that she paid for the whole trip. I ain't hear that. But yeah, that's even crazier. So she paid for the whole trip allegedly, and but I'm confused on because I heard that somewhere. I forgot where I heard it. That they took her luggage to the mom's house, and one of them or a couple of them was visiting the mom and hanging around the mom and the dad, acting like they don't know and they like this is crazy. Yo, people ain't shit, boy. It's a lot of ain't shit people in this world, and they are one of them. Like, what the hell is that? Y'all really gonna pretend? So how you leave her on the ground and then walk out and act like you don't know what happened? So the maid who cleaned the room had to find her there, naked on the ground, lifeless on the ground. So nobody said, man, nah, we can't. Let me call the admin. Let me call the hospital. Nobody said, let me call the hospital, bro. Nobody. let me call the hospital. Let me call, you know what I'm saying, somebody to come help her, because we know dang well that she ain't surviving this. Hold on, I know what's going on. All right. Okay, she said, I heard they took her things to her mom house too. Yeah. That's what I heard too. I heard they did take her things to her mom house. But so you telling me they never said, man, let's get her some help. How the hell you go on a trip and y'all watch two people or whatever, how many people fight, and then y'all never check on the other person that y'all seen, y'all watch them not fight back? Her own daddy said she wasn't a fighter. She don't like to fight. Her own daddy said that. And you mean to tell me y'all went out there together and y'all planned this? Because I believe it was a plan. And y'all never said, man, after we do this, at least let's call a ambulance or something. So y'all jumped this girl, whatever y'all did, and y'all just left, took her belongings to the house and pretended, and hopefully, and you let the alcohol poisoning run through the goddamn internet. They let the alcohol poisoning sit in the headlines. What up, my sister? Keep, how you doing? Huh? I still can't get over that. I still can't get over that. How you sit there and let the headlines be alcohol poisoning when you know it wasn't alcohol poisoning? Man, I don't know. I hope they get taken back. I hope they get what's the word, expedited. I hope they get expedited back to Mexico, and you got to serve that goddamn time. Them niggas, man, people ain't shit, man. People ain't shit. Okay, people ain't shit. Now that's a crazy ass way to go out of town with somebody that you think you cool with, not knowing they planned to set you up this whole time. I believe it was set up from the get go. It just looked like it was a setup from the get go. Yes. If you got a little extra change, please hit the cash app. Please hit the cash app if you can. Okay. Yes. Um. Have you seen the video with them all gathered in the room and she was looking for them? Yeah. I just can't watch the full videos. When I start to watch them, I turn them off, so I can't really get to it. But yes, I did see that. I did see the video where she's walking in a room looking for them. I did see that too. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess it turned to them on the bed. After that video, it shows them on the bed talking about, let's go do this, we're gonna do that, this, that, whatever. So, in the beginning it was cool. Like in the beginning, it was a cool little video. I don't know where it turned left. Okay, so I don't know. But one of the friends need to keep it 100. They stop acting, stop running, trying to duck and hide. Because how you gonna explain this? You can't explain this, man. You all went out there together, and one of them don't return. There's no way that one's gonna die of alcohol poisoning, and and y'all don't have no real residue or real. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all was drunk, stumbling nowhere. They don't have no footage of y'all being drunk, stumbling nowhere, but alcohol poisoning. Now, come on, what we doing? They don't got no footage of nobody drunk, stumbling, but she's the only one that got alcohol poisoning. We not doing that shit. Come on, man. They need to cut this shit out. I don't know. I don't know her family or friends out there wherever I think she was. What is she in North Carolina, South Carolina, or something like that? I don't know her family or nothing, man. But I know they said that she being laid to rest today, so her funeral is today. Um, you got T.S. Madison coming out here trying to defend the trans people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, T.S. Madison, we don't want to hear that. You know why? Because y'all have been doing a lot of stuff anyway. So we didn't do that. Other people did that. So it's not like we did it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else put it out there and they said the picture kind of looked like it, so they ran with it. Don't get mad at us. The internet is a wild place. You know that. T.S. Madison talking about, yeah, that was her own who did that. That wasn't us trying to put that on us trans people. Like, nah, the people like us wasn't putting it on nobody. Somebody else reported that. I don't know if it was true or not. So I was like, maybe not. But that wasn't me. That people like us just report what other people report. I don't really know how true that is, but they said the pictures was doctored up and somebody was lying about trans and all of this. So again, somebody came in here and told me that. I didn't know if it was true or not, so I didn't run with it. I just said if it's true, then that's kind of crazy. But yeah, man, T.S. Madison came out here trying to defend the trans. It's like trying to put that on us, and it's like I don't. We didn't do that. Somebody else did that, and it's got reported. It's like whatever goes on, T.S. Madison ain't out here trying to defend the women, even though that man want to be a woman. T.S. Madison only came out because it was a false allegation versus trans, but not really coming out for the woman that actually died. Get a load of that. Not saying it's right. I mean, whoever lied, they need to clear that up. But TS, do you see that now? They want to be women, but then they ain't really standing up for women. You don't really stand up for women. They don't. Just keep it. I'm just kidding. Like what we talking about. But yeah, it's a very sad situation, man. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who's plotting on you. This easy can happen to any one of us, man. This situation can happen to anyone because you don't know who's plotting on you. You don't know who's trying to get next to you to set you up. That shit is hard to tell with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's like a little family affair. That's gonna be hard to tell that they got it out for you like that. You know what I mean? So that's that bullshit, man. I don't run with a lot of people like that anyway, because I had my fair share of people turning on me. So I decided to just, stick to myself a little bit more. I always been a person who stick to himself, but I try to, extend myself to certain people. So, I really don't connect like that. And for some reason, it just be a lot of hater shit that goes on in my life. I don't know what that's about, but that's what goes on in my life. So I rather just, do my thing the way I do it. You hear? Okay, that's how I give it up. Kyrie Irving, right? So Kyrie Irving donates $65,000 to the GoFundMe of this young lady. And I think that is dope, especially what's going on with Kyrie Irving and the media and basketball and the media trying to make him out to be something that he's not. There was a bunch of bullshit that blew over because they want to paint Kyrie to be this I'm against this person because of this, the religion, beliefs, all that weak ass shit. But at least Kyrie's like, I'm not none of that. They all know that. We all know that. They met with him and said, oh no, they think he don't, but they still want him to go through all the stupid ass steps because they're fucking disgusting. And you have disgusting people in this world, and sometimes we work for disgusting people. And the people who run the NBA are fucking disgusting. They are. They just some disgusting ass people. And they're some crybaby ass people too. Because they tried to go after Dave Chappelle. The same people who crying about Kanye, who cried about but Kanye actually was shooting at him. Kanye was shooting at him. Not all of them, but he was shooting at a specific group of them. They cried about that. Kyrie wasn't shooting at nobody. They just happened to watch the documentary and don't agree with it and went after him. Why are you doing this? A documentary is going to make somebody uncomfortable. Any video or any movie or documentary or audio book of somebody's perspective of a religion or a certain period of time is going to disrespect somebody. There's no documentary that's going to fulfill everybody likeness. That's not even how the world even works like that. So if you watch the documentary that Kyrie posted and you didn't feel like something is a lie, why are you mad at Kyrie? That makes no sense. That's that crybaby power trip bullshit. Oh, you going against us because they said this. A documentary has a lot of parts to it. Doesn't mean I agree with everything. Who the hell agrees with everything in a movie? No, we don't. We don't agree with everything in a movie or a series or a documentary. We just say, "Hey, yo, this is a good film. Check it out." That don't mean I agree with everything. This is a good documentary. It don't mean I like everything in it. But they did that to Kyrie Irving, suspended him, took his money. Nike dropped him, and all of this fake ass outrage that these idiots who in certain places do, these dirty ass, weak ass people, and then come to do all of that for like 2 weeks. They come back and say, "Oh, I don't believe it, nigga. We already know you did. It was fake." But when you work for certain people, they use their power. You know what I'm saying? They try to control you and all that. Shit is sad. But shout out to Kyrie Irving, man, for dropping 65,000 on her, and then some more other big donations followed that. And that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? To people. Kyrie always been about the freaking people. All right. Don't let nobody tell you Kyrie donate money all the time. People are just some stupid idiots. The media is controlled by those hating ass people, so we already know how that shit go. If you've been in black and you've been growing up, you already know how the media play games when it come to us. You already know. They let certain other people, they let them slide. They might get one or two every now and then to make us think that everybody don't slide. We know how the game go, so we ain't got to explain all that. We know what time it is. But knowing who you are, where you come from, is a game that they like to play and hold it out of your sight. They don't want you to know all of that. So I believe that they mad at the documentary because it might be some good shit in there. It ain't got nothing to do with that goddamn whatever falsehood they think. That's cap, because that shit been out for 4 years. That film been out for 4 years. No, they didn't care nothing about that damn film being up there. I don't want to hear that. That shit was bullshit. So shout out to Kyrie for that. Now, moving right along to young Pharaoh and his kid's mother, right? So we gonna listen to some of this stuff, man. We gonna listen. It's the same thing over and over again. They get mad. Somebody get mad. Somebody do something. But young Pharaoh is claiming. You know what I'm saying? Young Pharaoh is claiming that his kid's mother would not help his son call Golden Beauty kids, his sisters. You know what I'm saying? So he's mad about that, which everybody can have their opinion about that. If it's no good, it's good. It's not good. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? But let's listen to some of this. Hey man, if you got some kids with you, take them away, man, because this he be wilding, bro. He be out here wilding.
Bitch, just breathe, motherfucking God.
All right, let's run back.
Streets with her fat nasty ass. The bitch is 225. Each other. My kids love each other. They want to talk to their brothers and their sisters. And with my fat ass, nasty peanut butter and jelly body built ass son mama did, okay, this is what she do. She purposely keep being uncooperative, purposely keep being petty on purpose to tick me off. And then when I blow up at her and I yell and I start to yell at her, then she hangs the phone up. So I want to show everybody I'm unable to talk to my daughters because Golden got me blocked. This is Golden. Look. Hold up.
Please leave your message.
So I'm unable to talk to my daughters. I've been calling my daughters all day. Okay? And then I called my son. I've been calling my son all day. He didn't answer. Then I called his mom. And then, wait a minute, let me show you. It say BM1 at 8:58. She didn't answer. And then she had my son call me back. So, China, are you watching, China? Because my baby mother's is about to get shot.
Now, before we listen to that threat that he about to say, because he about to threaten them right now, young Pharaoh, we got to keep it. You got to start being honest with yourself. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I know you lost your way because you had a lot of money coming in and you got power. You know, when you have a lot of money, you can acquire power. You got knowledge that equals more power. You can acquire things that equals more power. So you got a lot of power in your hands with the money, the knowledge, and you can acquire things to make people come to you like you was doing. So you have a lot of power, bro. I believe just like Nature Boy and other people who acquire a lot of power and a lot of money and a lot of attention and a lot of influence, that sometimes they get lost in the sauce. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe you just got lost in the sauce. I believe that's what happened. I don't believe your kid's mother is out to get you like you pointed out to be. I think a lot of paranoia comes from you letting too many people in your life just because. And then when Golden Beauty tries to help you look at somebody, you like kind of maybe, and then you push it off, and then things go wrong. Then you say, okay, Golden Beauty, maybe he's right. And that's life. It happens. I don't believe your kid's mother don't rock with you like that. I believe they're tired of your BS. You have to admit that you on some BS too. You can't just say baby mothers, kids mothers, admit to the world that you be on BS, and then when it comes to you, you don't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying? We only gonna talk about this for a little bit because he be wilding, then we out of here. We ain't trying to keep y'all too long. It already been 30 minutes, you heard? So let's go.
But with that being said, uh, let me let y'all. This is towards the end of the call. So I started recording when I felt myself about to blow my top. I started recording when I felt myself about to blow my top because I was being calm. I was speaking articulatively. I was speaking respectfully. And my fat ass son mom living at her mother house in their basement. Okay, living in the fucking basement with her fat nasty ass. You fat nasty bitch. She keeps sending my son out the room when I'm telling her to simply all I said was three-way.
We don't have to listen to all of that. I forgot how crazy he was talking on this thing. So basically, we just gonna sum it up. He was on the phone with his son. Golden Beauty allegedly has him blocked. They do this every year. She allegedly has him blocked. They do this every year. So, you know, he complains and whatever they got. Remember, we don't know everything. They got their own little thing that they do on both sides that we don't know what's going on. So he's talking to his son Heru, which is the mother from Buffalo, the kid's mother from Buffalo. So he wants his son to have a relationship with Golden Beauty kids, his daughters. So he tells Camille, go ahead and hit the three-way to Golden Beauty so he can talk to his sisters. And Camille not feeling it, and she's not feeling it. She don't want to do it, and he's upset that she don't want to help him. And so he's saying, well, why you? So the son is going back and forth. Young Pharaoh keeps sending his son back in the room while his mother say no. And he says, Mama said no. He keeps bringing him back in the room. Or tell him to go back. So after a while, you know what I'm saying, they do whatever he do. He gets mad, whatever. They say this, whatever, and they hang up. At first because I learned from it watching somebody else's channel. First I was like, what the heck? That's not really nothing to get mad about. On Camille's side. But then when the female explained her side, when the female was like telling her perspective, I was like, okay, you know what? She's kind of right. If y'all not on good terms, right? If y'all not on good terms, whatever, and you telling everybody that we don't mess with each other, then how the hell you gonna ask me to call Golden and you telling everybody we don't even mess with each other? That don't even make any sense. So that does make sense. And like she said, like you can actually talk to both of them if you just stop being so controlling. He's too controlling, you know what I'm saying? So that is the gist of that story. he still is controlling to a point where the kids' mothers unblock him and block him because he's too controlling. Which that's what they say. He says another thing, and if you want to know and listen to the audio, because it's a lot of bad words in that audio, just go to just type in Young Pharaoh, Odd University, Young Pharaoh, whatever, and you will see it, and you can see it for yourself. All right, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Cash App Soul Mirror 29, PayPal Suicide Ace 29. I see our next video, man. This is only the beginning. We're gonna continue. We're gonna be back in the algorithm. Don't even trip. I see our next video, man. Peace.